Hey everybody, so today I want to take a look at Dragon Age Veilguard, Blighted Dragon gameplay trailer, and I've already seen it once, but I wanted to watch it again, kind of give my opinion as the trailer goes on. And quite frankly, I'm not very impressed with the game because for whatever reason, they're doing the same thing that a lot of people are doing, and especially when it comes to the female models, they're using, like, it looks like they're using one of those filters that gets rid of any line that people have in their fucking faces, because it happens, especially if you're going to be in a world like this. You definitely going to have some scars or some blemishes or something, but their faces all look plastic. The gameplay looks overly generic. This entire fight, I felt like I was watching Monster Hunter, and I'm going to include some Monster Hunter footage to show that not only does the fights in Monster Hunter look better than this, but the graphics looked better. And there's something about that's going on with a lot of these AAA games that we seem to be regressing in facial animation. We seem to be regressing in character animation, and definitely in the overall just quality of things. And I don't quite understand, because this is a game that I was super looking forward to. As a fan of the Dragon Age series since Inquisition, I owned Inquisition on my PC, on my PS3, my Xbox. I think I just had it on those three. And I enjoyed Dragon Age 2 as well, playing as Hawk, being able to bring some of my story over. And then even when Dragon Age Inquisition came out, I was super excited. But Dragon Age Inquisition didn't feel nearly as good as the other two. They took things in what I thought was kind of a strange direction, but it was still a decent game. However, this game looks like they're going even further in that opposite direction, away from Dragon Age Origins, and I think that's a mistake, especially given how successful a game like Baldur's Gate was. Baldur's Gate was hugely successful, and if you go back and you play Dragon Age Origins, you could see that game would have been better if it came out today with a crew that did a game like Baldur's Gate, having the turn-based combat, and you could do turn-based combat before, but it just wasn't as fleshed out as it is in today's world. So I think that, going back towards Dragon Age Origin would have been a far better choice. But I'm going to stop right there and take a look at this. All right, let's take a look at this. And we got Grey Wardens, so that's a good thing. But I feel like it's going to be another thing like it was in Inquisition, where the Grey Wardens really weren't the main thing. And that's what sucked. Even about Dragon Age 2 is the Grey Wardens were supposed to be the bee's knees, and they just weren't. And here's the irony. Dragon Age has never been about dragons. Like, in Origins, I think there was only one, and that was Flemeth. But the overwhelming majority of the game had nothing to do with dragons. So to put a dragon as your showcase, I think is funny. It's whoever's working on the game now took the title a little too literally. The overwhelming majority of the first one was about demons.
Get ready. Ready, ballistas.
And their face, look at their faces. Their faces look like they got one of those fucking filters that every woman's using now, which takes away all the lines in their face and makes them look like they're fucking plastic. Get rid of that bar.
Come on.
Like, just these models look off. I feel like, in a lot of ways, we're going backwards when it comes to graphics and detail. I mean, right now, I just feel like I'm playing playing Monster Hunter, and
Second detachment. Flank on the walls.
and the freckles just look like somebody threw shit in her face. That's weird. And since when did mages become this fucking agile? And that was the thing about the first one. Not every character was a super strong badass. Like, they had their strengths, but they also had their weaknesses. And it seems like we've gotten into this thing with games where everybody's got to be fucking awesome. But I will say, watching this gameplay, I think I'd rather have an insect glaive in my Kinsects from Monster Hunter, because that's all I feel like this game is. And again, that's not what Dragon Age usually was. It was about, especially the first one, you had all these, big epic battles. And it wouldn't just be 3 people in the field like it is right now. It's almost as if whoever's making the game now never really played or definitely didn't like Dragon Age Origins. don't know what that reset was. But again, like, I don't want to play a mage that's just jumping around like that. If I want to play something that's jumping around, I'd rather play a rogue type. And to me, this doesn't even look like a fight where it's about doing damage to the boss. This looks more like one of those that you just have to survive. I'm going to put up some footage of Monster Hunter against this. And Monster Hunter, you know, was for the previous generation, came out in, I think, 2018. And I think the graphics are better. See, look at their faces. Human beings have blemishes, and these super weird, smooth faces just look strange. Oh, yeah, the one guy, he's gotta die. Fucking stupid. What is the deal with every modern game being primarily women, and the one dude that you get is usually an idiot, and like in this case, he had to fucking die right away. And then usually your warrior or something is a woman that looks like a man. There's some fucking reaching. I'm already seeing more dragons in this game than I saw in Dragon Age Origins. What the fuck? Well, I'm not too hopeful for Dragon Age Origins. Excuse me, Dragon Age the Veilguard. I was very hopeful for Dragon Age Origins. I'm probably not going to pick it up just because, you know, everything I said before and everything I said during the trailer. The character animations look weird. You know, the one guy they show in the trailer, he has to die. I don't know. And I keep hearing things that they keep making games for modern audiences, and maybe that's just it. Maybe I'm just not part of the modern audience. So because of that, I'm going to take my money and go play something else.